Most people in sales think their problem is closing. It's not. Your problem is that you don't have enough opportunities, so every single deal feels like it matters way too much. You're following up too much, you over-explain, you discontinue what you shouldn't, you tolerate things that you shouldn't tolerate, and it comes from the same place. It's a weak pipeline. At the Sales Leadership Summit, Patrick Bet-David was sharing this breakdown where he dropped a stat that honestly shocked everybody in the room. The consultants who only chase big deals lose 73% of their client base within 2 years. Why? Because they don't have a pipeline diversity. They're just focused on their current clientele. They don't have leverage and they don't have options. They're just continuously focusing on the big deals and the big whales. So we started calling this mindset big pipeline energy, BPE. It's the state where you're never emotionally attached to one big deal because you've got 10 others that matter. You got 50 others that matter. And in this video, I'm going to break down exactly how the top 1% of salespeople think, operate, and build pipelines so strong that no single deal ever controls them again. Because the moment you stop needing that deal is the moment you start closing more of them. Let's get into it. There's a mentality we call behind the scenes BPE, big pipeline energy. It's not about working harder. It's about operating from a place of such genuine abundance in your pipeline that no single big deal or any deal can ever hold you hostage. Let's define big pipeline energy. It's the operating state where you never chase closing one big deal because you have 10 others that matter. There's an emotional consequence of a thin pipeline. You start accommodating behavior you shouldn't. You start discounting when you shouldn't. You start chasing when you shouldn't. But all this traces back to the same root. What you didn't do the past 3 months, the past 6 months, the past year. If I know that my vision to be in this company is long-term, and my vision is to make the most lasting impact, and my opportunity is to beat my prior best, everybody needs this product or the service that we're offering. I'm here long-term. I have the biggest vision. I'm self-generating my leads. I'm finding opportunities that are not internally already. That shows that I'm a finder. That shows I believe in the mission. That shows that there's more there. But if you're complacent, or hey, if you're a CEO watching this video, if your team's getting complacent, did they just close a big deal and they slow down? Or do they just make some life-changing money and they've been taking Fridays off, they're on a vacation internally? What is that mentality? This also leads back to the culture. What is the culture and the standard you set? But our big pipeline energy is to say, you know what? How good am I at treating my clients? Why? Because if I'm able to produce the results that I promised them, they're beating their prior best, their performance is improving, they're excited and willing to jump on the phone with you. When they see your caller ID, they pick up the phone, even if they're in a meeting and want to say,
hey John, listen, I'm in a meeting. I know your call is valuable. If it's not urgent, can I call you back? I'm in a meeting right now.
Perfect, yes. They know they want to answer the phone because every time they answer, you're going to make the money. Do you have that mindset? Is there abundance mindset there? Or is your sales team just sitting there and saying, you know what? Every time I pick up the phone, they don't answer. They don't want to talk. Or every time I pick up the phone to dial them, there's nothing there because that person on the other end just knows you're going to sell them. There's no big pipeline energy there. There's just a transaction. That's not the culture and not the standard we want, especially for this concept. You might say, how do we implement this into the business? How do we sit there and drive the team? Is there an incentive we can build? Is there an opportunity to say, you know what? They actually need to get out of this phase. They only make 300 calls a day. They only make 250 calls a day. How can I get them to make more calls? How can I actually, it's not the calls, how can I take those calls and convert those into more meetings? What is that driver? What's that innovative campaign? For our team, we have opportunities where they can win first 2 campaigns. We have bounties. We have perfect week competitions. We have all these incentives that are set up for the company to allow each individual rep to win that campaign. Is it a vacation? Is it a certain amount of revenue? Is it bragging rights? Is it, what is the incentive to get the team to keep driving? It's up to you to drive whatever they're driven by. Some people in the team, they're just driven by, beating their prior best. Some people are driven by outlasting. Some people are driven by advancement. Maybe they're just driven by if they're, a mother, if they're a father, maybe they actually need to leave the office, for 30 minutes to pick up their kiddo at school and drop them off at home. If that's what they're driven by, can we incentivize that behavior? Listen, I'll let you have an extended lunch only on that Friday like you asked for because you've been working hard, because you were able to hit these metrics. Perfect. Now you're driving the team. Now you're feeding into them. Sometimes you set up an innovative campaign for someone to get a, $1, $2, $3, $400 gift card, but they're not driven by money. They're driven by the opportunity to spend more time with their family on the weekend, or they're driven by actual advancement. They want to excel in the company. $400 is great, but they're driven by advancement because if they get advancement, they get more recognition. If they get more recognition, they want to show up. If they want to show up, they want to know that their hard work is being, seen. They want to know that what they're putting forth is not just a spit in the wind. They're going to actually have the opportunity to get a stronger voice, to have that megaphone. But that's only possible if you have an environment where we drive a bigger pipeline, where we drive performance. performance. For example, if you've seen the PBE podcast, you've seen Patrick Bet David share merch, hats, or even download the app Minect. Those are $100 opportunities. You can buy a hat from the podcast, only $30. Patrick Bet David sells multi 6, 7 figures in engagement services. We have opportunities for extended opportunities, equity, partnership deals. Why is he selling a $30 hat? Why is he selling a $5 keychain? Why? Big pipeline energy. We also have a brand and an opportunity where we're sharing the future looks bright. We're so convinced, we're so committed that no matter what we do, if we beat our prior best, we stay true to our religion, we treat our family with love and respect, and the others around us, we're able to deliver on our promise, the future looks bright. And we know no matter what we do, if it's a $5 keychain, if it's a $30 hat, if it's a couple $100 on a brand new shoes that we just launched, or if it's the opportunity to sell multi 6, 7 figure engagements for clients who are looking to do real business with us, we represent over 25,000 business owners around the world from our live events, from our coaching, our consulting, but all that leads back to big pipeline. Why? We're not just focused on finding the whales. They'll come to us. We have many business owners that started with us just a general ticket to the Vault conference. We're talking $300, $400. Maybe if we include the cost for the flight, the travel, the hotel, maybe $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. Started with a small mini engagement. We have now equity partners that we're partnered in. Why? Because we were able to scale and grow them. If we missed out on that small opportunity, we would have never been able to share the success story now today. So for you as an entrepreneur, as a founder watching this video, what is the pipeline standard that you set for your company? If the pipeline is just 5 clients here, there's 2 clients there, there's a couple big whales here, is that the right behavior you want to share to the team? Is that the right incentive you want for your team? Because if you're an entrepreneur, CEO watching this video, you're saying, Antonio, I might be cringing a little bit because we need the biggest pipeline possible because we're not a small vision. We're looking to go for the masses. We're looking to disrupt markets, industries. What's that pipeline look like? What are you doing to set the right standard for the team? And what is necessary for you to take a non-negotiable from this video and share with the team and say, listen, if we're going to be the company we intend to be, and if you want to be a leader in this space, what is necessary? How do you build that pipeline? And if this video resonated with you, share and leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your biggest takeaway and what you plan to do to incentivize a stronger pipeline for you and your sales team. We'll talk to you soon.